The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from DEDE Media, you feel me?
Boy, D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we gonna talk about, man, your boy Jam just got up on that stand and that man trying to bring the whole OTF and the BDs down. Let's jump straight into it. I'm gonna say this before I play this video. The part that hurt me the most is that man said on that stand, if DURK had $50, $100, $1,000, he made sure I was straight when I was locked up. If DURK changed his number, he always made sure that my mama had his number. When I got out and I texted DURK and I told DURK that I didn't have no clothes, he told me, you got us. And you get up on that stand and you tell on that man to take him from his family, get up there and you speak on multiple B's, jump into the video, man. Watch your friends around you, man, because niggas nowadays are straight cowards.
What's up, it's your boy Denot. Day 5 at the Lil Durk trial. OTF Jam is on the stand, and off the bat, the prosecutors asked, who helped you commit the unalivement of Lil PAB on August the 19th, 2024? He said Lil Durk, he said DEDE, he said Vonnie, and now they're pretty much unpacking and backtracking and slow walking the entire relationship between OTF Jam said that DURK took care of him, his mother, and basically saying that DURK groomed him to be his. We actually just left out on the break where OTF Jam said that when he was in Miami, he saw somebody standing around and he confronted them. And it turned out to be one of Tory Lanez's artists that had on a whole bunch of jewelry. And OTF Jam said, hey man, I ain't got no jury, I'm about to rob him. And then suddenly DURK said, now that's the Jam that I've been looking for. And then we went on break, man. This man is singing like a bird and has left no stone unturned. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, we gotta break it down, man. It seems like OTF Jam was a federal agent before he even got out and has been used the entire time to spy on Lil Durk and get intel on him.
So it is official, OTF Jam took the stand today and it was absolutely wild. There's so many quotables from OTF Jam's testimony and it was just absolutely insane. Now what I'm gonna say that was very, very interesting is off the rip, OTF Jam said why he was there, what was going on, the conditions of his plea, and he basically confirmed that he was copping to 3 as part of his deal. There was a conspiracy to commit murder, an apparent, and a robbery. It was crazy, and he actually touched on one that he actually did way back in the day that was part of his plea. So obviously one of them is the DURK conspiracy, you know, the murder for hire of Lil PAB, but another one was a 2010 apparent robbery in Racine, Wisconsin. Apparently another black disciple had asked OTF Jam to go with him to rob somebody that his dad had sold with. The older BD basically said that this guy had cheated him out of money and then they went to rob him. They went into a store with him, they basically locked the door and Jam was told to shoot the guy. Jam shot him once and the guy that he was with, the older BD, said, nah, he saw my face, he saw me. Jam said he put him on the spot. He was age 17 at the time. So that's now 2 of Jam we've had confirmed, but he is probably going to testify later on about a 3rd. And I think it could be possible that that's the one that DURK and them actually took him into the bathroom to kind of confront him about, to say, you out here catching even more bodies, you getting the feds on us, you getting everything hot, you need to calm it down with these. So that's the latest. Jam was on the stand. I've got loads of updates about stuff that Jam said, but basically Jam's copped out to 3 bodies. He's helping the feds, and he is saying that DURK did it. He's saying that DURK led the conspiracy. He pointed out all 3 defendants said, hey, they was in on it. Things in this whole trial today, when OTF Jam was actually on the stand, he said that there was basically all these frantic phone calls made when they got Quando Rondo's location to a bunch of hitters in Chicago trying to get them on a job. It was DEDE and Booney Mo. Apparently Booney Mo was specifically the person that called him and basically asked him about being involved, but he had Lil Durk on a FaceTime call on another phone on speaker. So Jam knew that DURK was there and that he was privy to this call. He overheard Booney Mo saying, blood, you there on the other line? And then basically, apparently, all right, he didn't have any info about what the hit was going to be. So Jam tried to call Lil Durk directly 2 times. DURK didn't answer. And then Booney called him back and said, hey, DURK doesn't want no one calling his phone that's coming out to LA. He didn't want no contact with anyone that's flying out to LA. So Jam said, like, he knew something crazy was going on, but he didn't actually know what the details were. He ends up getting flown out to LA. And this absolutely blew my mind. He ends up getting flown out to San Diego, driven to LA. They're in this like Sprinter bus, okay? They stop off at a Hooters in San Diego, and they basically get told on. After that, okay, DEDE got on FaceTime apparently with Lil Durk in the Sprinter bus, and apparently showed Lil Durk the hitters on FaceTime. Apparently DEDE turned his phone to show Durk all of the hitters and said, yeah, you see the Navy SEALs, all right? And then Jam basically gave testimony. They said, like, what was your understanding of what he meant? He was saying Navy SEALs, they're guys that go on missions. They're guys that go in. He said that he turned the phone so that Lil Durk could see OTF Jam, and Durk basically told Jam, yeah, go crazy. And Jam slammed the rakes. He threw GDK, and then basically, like, you know, threw up the GD sign. He let the court know what that was. And then basically they kept on going to LA. What's even more crazy is they apparently stopped off on the way, and everybody tried to take a picture of the LA skyline, but it was too dark. But the hitmen were really pulling up to the side of the road in the Sprinter after having FaceTimes with Durk, taking pictures of where they were at. They were loving the view. And then they also stopped off at, they said they stopped off at a store. He said, I wasn't sure if it was Target or Walmart, but they basically went there to buy hoodies and gloves, you know, to disguise themselves. They said nobody brought hoodies and gloves with them, so they needed to get them there. After that, apparently once they got to LA, they met with OTF Vonnie, and OTF Vonnie pulled up. You know what Vonnie said to them? One of the first things Vonnie said to them, he said, hey guys, I got bad news. They said, what's the bad news? He said, I only got 3. Absolutely crazy. He said that he had 2 Glocks with extendos. One of them had a switch on it, and the other one was a Beretta, kind of more of an old. DEDE apparently, he alleged that, I think it was DEDE, he alleged that he put the Beretta in Jam's hand and said, I'm rusty. And basically it's like, yeah, you got this. DEDE wasn't going to shoot. It's crazy.
Keeping up with this trial, this trial is kind of getting wild now, man. Apparently,
bro,
do you know who Jamie the Bull is? He's taking a stand today.
Bro. And like, you know, I know you probably seen it. I was one of the niggas that spoke like highly of the nigga, and I'm disappointed, bro. Because
you just played it.
Like, bro, I'm so disappointed. Like, I might cry if I see him. It's a little bit as a gangster just to see another previous gangster, like, and you said it right, Jamie the Bull. That's he. Like, it's no way, bro. It's no way. I don't get it. His name in the streets was golden, nigga. His name in the streets was golden, nigga.
Okay.
Golden. And
okay.
You really go.
Could you break that down though? Because you said it with such certainty when you interviewed with Vlad. You're like, you were basically saying, nah, not Jam. What makes you kind of get the demeanor that this would be one of the least likely people you think would get up there and start doing the telling and hollering and explaining, moving as a federal informant? Why do you think that?
Because I don't want to be on no what's the nigga from Philly name? I seen him do it. Like, I don't want to be on no. I seen him do it back in the day, because you know, but he did this day like 12, 13 years or something like that. Back in the day, in my teenage years and early 20s, bro, I seen him be a gangster. I seen him do it. Like, I be a gangster. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. I seen him be a gangster. I seen him do gangster. So.
Okay, but I think it's important for us to talk about, and you know, I also watched the part of the interview where you said, you know, you had caught some situation and they wanted you to put it on someone else, and you just couldn't do it as a man. It's one thing about doing gang, then another thing about either standing accountable for it or at least taking a risk that maybe you could really, you know, go down for the rest of your life, but you're not gonna take the, you know, the back door out the case by saying, all right, let's all blame it on somebody else. Did you think that this was not in his nature? Like, yes, he does gangs. Did you think that he was a stand tall nigga?
Yeah, I thought he was, nigga. I thought he was Shaq size, bro. It's just me and you. I thought he was Shaq size, bro. I never expected this, because back to what you was just saying. I've been in a situation where them people put you in a room and slide you pictures of like, oh, we don't really want you. You low man on the totem pole. We want this nigga. So if you give us this nigga, shit go away. Or you scratch up like that. I've been in that situation, like, nigga, that I was facing 20 years. I end up getting 10, cut in half, cut from 10 to 5. Then, bro, we know what we signed up for in the streets. It's gangsters, bro. Like, we signed up for them. They come down to it. We throw rocks at the penitentiary every day of our life. So when they come down to it, nigga, take your rap. Take your rap. Durk ain't get, so I don't, this all allegations. It's allegedly. Mm-hmm. They allegedly saying that Jam was the shooter, whatever, woo. So what you throwing Durk in there for? If you allegedly did what you did or was in a situation or whatever, nigga, you knew that this could be a possibility.
Okay,
this could be this. Take your route. The nigga ain't never seen 50,000. Probably never seen 5,000. He gave him 50,000 on the walkout and probably gave him way more and did way more for Jim.
That comes into the mix. And by the way, we had 6ix9ine on yesterday, and he was kind of explaining why he did what he did. And I guess for everybody who cooperate, they always have a reason, right? Some people feel like with the Jam situation, at a point, DURK might have cut him off. So
niggas and gangsters, that's not a valid reason, bro. That's not. That's what happened to my homie Just Blow 600. Remember, he was out here, he was doing good, he was moving with DURK and them, and the prosecutors kept him from the low end and was like, oh, and she was gang sending me no money. He out there with OTF chains on, he moving with DURK. Oh, I got some information with somebody that was with me when such and such, and Blow ended up getting all that time just because, you know what I'm saying? But it's no, bro. It's cold. Like, first of all, you're not even gonna be able to walk the yards and no jail you go to. You're still going to jail. You're not getting out. No, I've never seen nobody snitch and not do no type of time. You're still going to jail. So it's nigga, stand on your 10, be a real nigga. I stood on my 10 in every case I ever been in, and majority of them didn't have nothing to do with me. I got caught up in indictments that had nothing to do with me. And I'll take the less hit I can to get away from. I know how you sit, you fight, you take as a man, you knew this. Niggas should have worked jobs. Niggas should have went to school. Niggas should have been architects and doctors. This is what come with this. They built prisons and make money off jails for niggas like us in the streets. We didn't start this like this. This is the life that was poverty and born as a gangbang job and steal just to survive. But if you know that that's the type of nigga to stand tall, like, cause you like in jail politics is even crazy. Ain't no snitches just roaming around in that snitch walk the yard. They don't come out they cell. They don't do none of that. They get extorted. They have to go to PC. They building PC jails now just for niggas like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never gonna be. You're never gonna hear me be like, oh, just cause a nigga stopped taking care of a nigga and he did something for him. No, when you get out, go get up with that nigga or send your people to get up with him. Why you in there? Let him know he ain't doing right. Not, oh damn, I just said a few years. I just said 10. I got 10 left. This nigga ain't taking care of home, and he finna have to come and start this all over. What you coming home to? You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no family. Ain't nobody. Especially with Jam and DURK. This DURK we talking about, bro. This is DURK we talking about, bro. This is like I want to label him like damn near like the Michael Jordan of Chicago. Then in the D-Rose, like we speak in NBA, he's one of those, bro. Like and what these niggas is doing is foul because DURK didn't pull a trigger. DURK didn't tell none of these niggas personally to do none of that. All the evidence is on Bonnie. All evidence points at Bonnie, so why throw DURK in this? What y'all gonna get out of that? Yeah, because you know why? It's jealousy, it's envy. Niggas don't want to see another nigga live their life while they sit like, damn, man, I slid for the guys, I did woo-woo, and now I'm finna sit, man, they done gave me 40 years, they done gave me 100 years, they done gave me life, and bro, I'm just finna still be out making music and popping it. Nah, bro, you signed, no, didn't nobody please tell Jim to get in that car. We ain't gonna do none of that. Ain't nobody do that. They made that decision as a man, so he's supposed to make that decision to stand tall and take his life. Okay. Not get up there, oh yeah, I'm gonna become a...
Let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
let me play devil's advocate for Jamie the Bull. When Jamie get back to the cell tonight and he watching this video, because I know he probably got a nice little iPad up in there, and he's watching this and he's like, man, Breezy don't understand because Breezy never got locked for a charge that don't got a date. So even if you were facing 20, you knew you was getting out. What he's caught up on, it says life. There is no, oh, when I get out, I'm going to get up with you. It ain't no, let me take some programs. You heard what they said to that nigga down there in Jacksonville? That's some sweat equity till when you're facing life. You know, I get it. Maybe 10 years, they're going to hold my family down. I'm going to still go back to the hood. I'm good. You know, 20 years, it's a little bit longer, but, you know, depending on how young you are or whatever. Now, when they say no chance of ever getting out, maybe you're like, hold on, man. Maybe I could jog my memory about what happened that day.
I don't think that's an excuse. You know, I was just went down in Pennsylvania on that bull state RICO.
Oh, yeah,
nigga,
you faced all that.
My nigga, they 20 plus 20 plus 5 plus 10. It's crazy, right? They threw it out there to scare me. They threw those numbers out there like, yeah, this charge carries 20. That's how the judge gonna play it. Like, you're not gonna get this, but I gotta tell you the max of these charges. This one carry 20. This one carry 20. This one carry 5. This one carry 5. This one carry 10. So
throw them numbers 20
when
plus
I first
this.
I'm not thinking about telling no nigga. I'm not
you never thought about it once.
Because No, not at all, bro.
Because with Jam,
it was worse.
You got to notice with Jam.
Like you said,
I think Jam's demeanor is, nigga, I'm a gangster outside and in jail. Who put me in here?
If it takes it away. Once you snitch and you tell, it's over. It's over. Yeah, you had a good run, but it's over now. You chose to be. That's just what it is. We talking street politics, bro. Everybody know how it is what it is. There's not no civilian. Civilian could have did that and it'd have been different and could have walked the streets and all that, been good in certain jails. But this is a gangster we talking about. He's breaking gangster niggas' heart. Like this street niggas, when we see, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, me and Dirk don't even see eye to eye on a lot of things. We've had a lot of little issues, but that's still one of the guys. Nigga, it's free Dirk. It's free Dirk. I never wanted this for none of them niggas. Even DEDE, none of them niggas. Free the niggas that's staying solid. Keep the niggas that's ratting.
Hey, I have one more.
Took a picture of OTF Jam on the stand, knowing that you're not allowed to take no pictures inside the federal courthouse, and they got us all kicked up out of there. They took the picture and posted it online, and now it's going viral, and now we can't even go into the courtroom no more for the rest of the day. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we good, but today they done messed it up for everybody. Jam was up there telling like no other, man. Jam was he was well prepped. Jam was up there telling stories how he met everybody. He had exact stories, exact timelines, and everything about how he met people. He was up there giving a full deal description, and I feel like the way he's telling and how he connecting certain stuff, Chicago, BD, possibly GD, might be some Ricos coming, because he's talking like some Ricos might be occurring soon.
The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?